Hello everyone, I just wanted to talk about Harbor Isle. Now that is one of the newer construction communities here in Vero Beach, and if you've been looking for something that's a bit more affordable but still gives you newer construction, modern finishes, a structured neighborhood, and a couple lifestyle perks that are pretty hard to beat, like just being a quick bike ride to the beach and also having your access to the private kayak launch that takes you straight into the Indian River Lagoon, and this one is probably going to be popping up in your radar pretty quickly. Now homes in this community are generally starting in the mid to high 400s and can climb into the 600s depending on the floor plan and the upgrades that you choose. So it sits right in that sweet spot for a lot of buyers who just want something newer without jumping all the way into luxury pricing. If you're thinking about moving to Vero Beach and you're researching neighborhoods like Harbor Isle, my contact information is going to be right here on the screen and also down in the description below. You can call us, text us, email us, morning or night, it does not matter. And if you just wanted to browse homes in this community or anywhere else around the area, you can head on over to fleastcoast.com where you can search 3 different MLS systems across Vero Beach and the surrounding areas all in one place. But before you start scheduling showings or walking into model homes, let's go ahead and break this neighborhood down properly, because Harbor Isle has a lot going for it. But like every neighborhood, it's not going to be the right fit for everyone. So in this video, we're going to go through the location, the types of homes being built here, the pricing, the amenities, and who this neighborhood actually makes sense for. So now let's talk about the location, because this is actually one of those things that makes Harbor Isle stand out compared to a lot of other newer neighborhoods here in Vero Beach. Now this community sits on the east side of town, just off of US 1, which is really a convenient spot if you want quick access to just about everything around here. You're close to shopping, grocery stores, restaurants, and everyday essentials without having to drive all the way across town like in some newer construction neighborhoods. But the bigger lifestyle advantage is how close you are to the water. Now from Harbor Isle, you're just a quick bike ride over the bridge to the barrier island, which means you can get to the beach pretty easily without needing that long drive. Now a lot of people moving to Vero Beach, they picture themselves spending time by the ocean, walking the beach in the mornings, or grabbing lunch somewhere along Ocean Drive. And this location keeps that within very easy reach. Now on top of all that, Harbor Isle also has access to a private kayak launch that connects directly to the Indian River Lagoon, which is right behind me, by the way. And for people who like being on the water, whether that's kayaking, paddleboarding, or just exploring the lagoon in general, that's a pretty unique feature for a neighborhood in this price range. Usually you're paying well over $1 million to have that lagoon access. So you're getting a location that keeps you close to the beach, also close to the lagoon, and it's also very convenient to the rest of Vero Beach with all the main roads, having that all kind of tied together. Okay, now that we've covered where Harbor Isle sits within the city, the next thing we need to understand is what the neighborhood itself actually looks like and how it's being built out, because Harbor Isle isn't just one type being built here. There are actually a couple different floor plans and property types inside the community, and that's going to play a big role in what kind of buyers that this neighborhood attracts. So let's go ahead and take a look at the homes here and how they're structured. Now inside Harbor Isle, you'll find 2 main home series being built here. There is what the builder calls the Garden Series homes, which are generally the smaller floor plans. And then there's the Classic Series homes, which step things up with the larger layouts and the more square footage. Now the Garden Series homes are typically going to be falling into that more affordable entry point for this community. These homes are typically around the 1,400 to 1,800 square foot range and 2 to 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. They still include things like 2-car garages, modern layouts, and also open living spaces. Then once you move into the Classic Series homes, you start getting into the larger floor plans with more bedrooms, more living spaces, and in some cases 2-story options. And these homes can push closer to the 2,800 to 3,000 square foot range depending on the model that you choose. So they work well for buyers who need a little bit more room for family, more room for guests, or home offices. So within the same neighborhood, you've got a pretty wide range of home sizes, which allows Harbor Isle to appeal to a lot of different buyers. You might have someone downsizing into one of the smaller Garden Series homes, while a growing family might want to look at one of the larger Classic Series floor plans. And that mix is actually pretty common in newer communities like this, because it gives buyers, that flexibility depending on their lifestyle and their budget. And now the next big question that most buyers have after seeing the different home types is pricing, because depending on what series you're looking at, Harbor Isle can fall into a pretty wide range of price ranges. So let's go ahead and talk about the homes here and what you're getting for that price. So Harbor Isle is built by DiVosta, which is part of the PulteGroup family of builders. Now, DiVosta has been building homes for decades, and their focus tends to be on well-designed floor plans, solid construction, and communities that feel organized and thoughtfully planned with, a lot of amenities and things like that. So inside Harbor Isle, you'll find a pretty wide range of home floor plans. So some of these smaller homes start around 1,400 square feet, while the larger homes can reach close to 2,900 square feet depending on the model. Now, on the smaller side of the lineup are homes like the Contour and the Compass models, which are typically 2 to 3 bedrooms with 2 bathrooms and a 2-car garage. These layouts are designed to feel open and efficient, and with the kitchen flowing directly into the main gathering room and also the dining space. Now, as you move up in size, you start getting into homes like the Hallmark, the Seaport, and the Maritime models, which add more square footage, larger living areas, and sometimes flex rooms that can be used as that office that you need, or hobby space, or guest room. And then on the larger end of the community, you have models like the Whitestone, which can reach almost 2,900 square feet with up to 5 bedrooms, making it a great option for larger households or buyers who simply want more space. When it comes to pricing, Harbor Isle generally starts in the mid to upper $400,000 range and can climb into the $600,000 range depending on the floor plan, the lot location, and upgrades. It can go north of $600,000, especially if you go all out and you want it to look like the model homes. But one of the things that buyers always want to know is what homes are actually available right now. So guys, at the time of recording this video, there are several quick move-in available homes in Harbor Isle, and these are homes that are either ready, completed, or nearing completion. So keep in mind that inventory and pricing will change as homes sell. So this is accurate at the time that this video is being filmed. Now, one of the available lots is the Cedar model on lot 63, which offers about 1,662 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. This layout has a nice open gathering room that connects directly to the kitchen and the dining area, with the owner suites tucked towards the back of the house and a covered lanai for outdoor living, especially if you're going to be by the water. Now, another available home is the Highgate model on lot 64, which comes in at 1,850 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. This is one of my favorite models. It kind of reminds me of the DR Horton Cali model in a way. It kind of carries over a little bit of that same design. Now, this one is great for families because it adds that 4th bedroom while still keeping a spacious main living area in the center of the home. And then there's also the Prestige model available on lot 14, which is about 2,080 square feet and includes a larger gathering room, a flex space that can be used as an office or a den, and also a layout that is really designed on open living and entertaining. Moving up on size, you've got the Burbank model on lot 11, which offers 2,369 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, giving you a little bit more breathing room with larger common areas with additional storage space throughout the home. And then on the larger end of the lineup, you've got the Whitestone model on lot 12, which offers close to 2,894 square feet and can have up to 5 bedrooms, making it one of the biggest homes available now in the community. So again, these quick move-in homes are available at the time of the recording, but inventory in new construction communities changes frequently, as you all know, as homes sell and new phases release. So if you're watching this video later on, the exact homes and lot numbers might be a little bit different, but it still gives you a good idea of the types of homes and price ranges currently available in Harbor Isle. Okay, moving right along, let's talk about the HOA and how the community itself is structured, because that's something that every buyer should understand before purchasing a home in a neighborhood like this. Now, Harbor Isle is a planned community with a homeowners association that helps maintain the shared spaces and overall appearance of the neighborhood. That's the general idea of an HOA. Now, the goal with communities like this is to keep everything looking clean, organized, and consistent as the neighborhood grows and as it continues on further and ages. And the HOA here is responsible for maintaining the community amenities, the landscaping and common areas, and also other shared spaces throughout the neighborhood. That includes things like the clubhouse, the pool area, the walking trails, and the kayak launch access that connects to the Indian River Lagoon. Now, another benefit of neighborhoods like Harbor Isle is that the HOA helps maintain the look of the overall neighborhood over time. Now, this means that the guidelines for exterior changes, the landscaping standards, and also the general upkeep so that the community continues to look good for years down the road. And for a lot of buyers, especially those moving from out of state, this kind of structure can actually be a positive because it helps protect the property values and it keeps the neighborhood from being inconsistent over time. Now, of course, an HOA community is not going to be for everyone. Some buyers prefer having complete freedom over things like the exterior changes or the landscaping, but for buyers who like the idea of living in a community that stays well maintained and organized, then Harbor Isle tends to check that box. When you combine that structure with the amenities that are planned for this neighborhood, it starts to paint a pretty clear picture of what the lifestyle that the builder is trying to create here. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the amenities because this is actually one of the more unique parts of Harbor Isle. Now, this community is designed to have a central amenity area built around a 2-story clubhouse that's about 2,400 square feet. And inside that space, you'll have a community room, a wet bar area, and an upper terrace where residents can gather or host events. Now, right next to the clubhouse is going to be that resort style pool with cabanas, which is really designed to give the neighborhood that relaxed Florida lifestyle where you can spend time outside and cool off during the warmer months. And then there's also the state-of-the-art fitness center, which is something that a lot of buyers look for now because it gives you that option to work out closer to home instead of having to drive all the way to a gym. Now, for outdoor recreation, the community includes pickleball courts, which have become incredibly popular in Florida over the last few years, along with barbecue grilling areas where residents can gather with the friends and neighbors. But probably one of the most unique features in Harbor Isle is going to be that access to the Indian River Lagoon. Now, the neighborhood here includes a kayak launch and walking trail that leads directly to the lagoon, which means residents can paddle out onto the water, explore the lagoon, or simply enjoy the natural scenery right here in their own neighborhood without having to leave. And when you combine that lagoon access with the fact that you're also just a quick bike ride from the beach, it creates a lifestyle that really centers around being outside, being active, and being around the water. So the vision here isn't just building houses. It's creating a community where people can walk, exercise, get out on the water, and enjoy the coastal environment that makes Vero Beach such a special place to live. When you step back and you look at everything that we've talked about so far, it really leads to one bigger question. Who is Harbor Isle actually right for? And that's what we need to talk about next. One group that tends to be really drawn to this neighborhood are buyers relocating to Vero Beach who want newer construction without jumping all the way into luxury pricing. Now, a lot of people moving here want something modern, energy efficient, built to current Florida building codes, and communities like Harbor Isle give you that without having to take on a major renovation project. Now, another group that Harbor Isle really works well for are buyers who are currently living on the barrier island, but are starting to look just off the island. And over the last years, we've seen a lot of people make that move off the island because things like the rising property taxes, the rising insurance costs, and some of the risks that come along with living directly on the island during hurricane season, because you are the first in line to get hit. That hurricane is coming at its full force on the island. So having that barrier, then the lagoon, and then also being on somewhere like here, they take the brunt of it while its weaker portions kind of come back and then they hit the mainland of Vero Beach, which this gives it a good advantage for that, having best of both worlds. You have the island taking the brunt of the hit, but you also get the benefit of being close to it, but not having to deal with all that. This works well for people who want to still stay close to the beach. And guys, that's where a location like Harbor Isle becomes really appealing, because you're still just a quick bike ride over the bridge to the beach, but you're not dealing with some of the costs and the risks that come with owning directly on the barrier island. Now, another thing that helps Harbor Isle stand out is that it just sits south of the bridge, which makes it a very convenient location for people who still want that quick access to the island whenever they want to go to the beach, grab dinner on Ocean Drive, or spend time along the waterfront. And this community can also be a good fit for buyers who enjoy the outdoor lifestyle that Vero Beach offers. Now, between the lagoon access for kayaking and paddleboarding, the ability to bike to the beach, and the planned community amenities, it creates a lifestyle that is very centered around being outside and around the water. And then, of course, moving on, Harbor Isle can work well for buyers with families or buyers who want a little bit more space, because a lot of these larger floor plans offer multiple bedrooms, flexible living areas, and layouts that work well for home offices or guest rooms. This doesn't just leave the neighborhood for empty nesters, seasonal living, everything else like that. It also works for families. But now, with all that being said, Harbor Isle may not be the best fit for everybody, because if you're someone who prefers those large estate style lots or custom luxury neighborhood with oversized homes and no HOA structure, then this probably is not going to be the type of community that you're looking for. So like most newer construction neighborhoods, the homes are part of a planned development with more structured lot sizes and community guidelines. But for buyers who want a newer home, close proximity to the beach, access to the lagoon, modern amenities, and a price point that still makes sense for Vero Beach, Harbor Isle is definitely a neighborhood that deserves a look. All right, now before buying here, before you decide whether Harbor Isle is going to be the right fit for you, there are a couple things that buyers should understand about communities like this. Now, first, this is a planned new construction neighborhood, which means lots are going to be a little bit more structured than what you find in some of the older parts of Vero Beach. The lots and the homes are spaced comfortably, but you're not looking at half-acre or acre plus size lots that you might see in some of the more established neighborhoods around town. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that this community is still developing, which means that new homes will continue to be built over time as additional lots are released. So for some buyers, that's actually a benefit because the neighborhood stays newer longer, but it does mean that you get to see construction happening as the community continues to grow. And like we talked about before, Harbor Isle does have an HOA that helps maintain the amenities and overall appearance of the neighborhood. And for a lot of buyers, that is a positive because it keeps everything looking clean and consistent. But it's also something that you want to understand if you prefer complete freedom over your exterior changes. Now, another thing that buyers often ask about is the proximity to everyday conveniences. And the good news is that this location is actually pretty practical. You're not far from the grocery stores, from the restaurants, the shopping along US 1, and you're still just a quick trip over the bridge whenever you want to spend some time at the beach. So when you really step back and you look at everything that Harbor Isle offers, newer construction, proximity to the beach, lagoon access, the nice amenities that we went over, and a price point that's still reasonable for this part of Vero Beach, it's easy to see why this neighborhood is starting to get attention from buyers moving to the area. Now guys, if Harbor Isle is a neighborhood that you'd like to explore further, whether that's getting a list of available homes, setting up a private tour, or just asking a few questions to see if it's the right fit for you, then feel free to reach out. My contact information is going to be right here on the screen, and it's also going to be down in the description below. You can call us, text us, email us, morning or night, it does not matter, and we're always going to be here to help. So if you're still in the early stages and you just want to browse what's available, not just in Harbor Isle, but across Vero Beach and the surrounding areas, you can also head on over to fleastcoast.com, where you can search 3 different MLS systems all in one place. So whether you're a few months out or ready to make the move right now, we would be happy to help guide you through the process and make sure that you are making the right decision for your situation. And guys, if you got value out of this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video, because we're constantly putting out new videos like this, breaking down new neighborhoods across Vero Beach and the Treasure Coast, so you can get a better understanding of what each area has to offer. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.